Hello everyone, I am DJ Bennett, and this is my pal Steve Fundaro.
What's up everyone? I hope everyone is doing great today. We are special guests here this week to discuss the current state of two energy and agricultural markets. These markets we will be giving insight to today are natural gas and soybean meal futures. Now to start things off, we must say trading commodities is no simple task.
You got that right, Steve. We are not experts by any means. Lots of big data and information is out there for traders in those markets to react to. We know that one key piece of information is the weather. Today we will be discussing how the weather affects these markets and the current state of each market. Currently, these volatile markets are both near their lowest trading prices in the last 6 months. Steve is here for us to discuss the natural gas market. Take it away, Steve.
Just like any commodity, the prices simply depend on supply and demand. The most recent EIA, or the U.S. Energy Information Administration report, boasted an injection of 15 BCF, simply meaning there was a lot of natural gas staying in the ground. In addition to all the supply, temperatures across the U.S. favored on the milder side, leaving very minimum heating demands, thus allowing the prices of natural gas to only go in one direction, down. After the EIA storage report was released last Thursday morning, all of us held onto our hats as we enjoyed the ride down to where prices fell to 2.521 on the 13th. Now, at this point in the season, the weather does not play as strong of a role in controlling prices as supply does. However, it still shines its significance. The past 7 days have been hanging around above normal temperatures for most of the U.S., creating smaller heating demand, and with smaller heating demand, prices trend on the lower side. The next 7 days are looking to obtain temperatures around normal for this time of the season, and with the 3-month outlook trending around normal to above normal for most of the U.S., the amount of heating demand is slowly dwindling. So strap in, keep your head, hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the ride at all times, and enjoy this roller coaster we call the natural gas market. Now I'm going to pass things off to DJ for insight into the soybean meal market portion of our segment.
For insight into soybean meal futures, there are two main producing areas in South America that we look to. They are Argentina and Brazil. Brazil, being the more northern country, is currently nearing the end of their harvest season, while Argentina is hitting their stride, although they are a little behind compared year over year. For the month of April in Brazil, they are finishing their soybean harvest and loading up long lines of trucks to head to the ports along the coast. Weather does not play much of a role during this time, but heavy rains can disrupt the transportation of soybean meal to the ports. It is important to take a look at not only the weather for these two areas, but also the weather for the port regions as well. Looking at the forecast for the next week, there is right around average precipitation for both Argentina and Brazil, while the coastlines look dry, which is a great sign for getting the meal to the port from Brazil. Taking a look at temperatures, we see very little extremes occurring in each area, although the warm outlook coupled with average precipitation in Argentina will not help Argentina overcome their slow start to the harvest season. Last Thursday, the World Agricultural Supply and Demand Estimates report, commonly referred to as the WASDE report, was released. The market will typically respond to this report, but the report was right in line with market expectations, so no drastic movement in the market was seen. U.S. stock reduced by 15 million metric tons, while global stocks remained unchanged. The U.S. basis is dropping like normal for this time of year, so that leads to a bearish outlook in the market. Crush margins are also trending lower, but still right about average, which is another bearish indicator. In other news, white flies are becoming a problem for soybean producers in Bahia, a main soybean producing area in Brazil. Yields are still well above their 3-year average in this area, but yields could have been even better were it not for an increase in the population of white flies. These tiny insects can cause an estimated loss of 2 bushels, even with integrated pest management practices. Taking a look at the current soybean meal future prices, we see that the May 2015 futures market opened Monday at $308.80. We haven't seen prices this low since October 2014. The trend spotter says sell as prices continue to fall with a bearish market outlook.
Well, folks, there you have it. Thank you for joining us here for the weekly update on Up in the Air on the natural gas and soybean meal futures market.
We hope you have enjoyed our market update and have learned something about the energy and agricultural industries. For Up in the Air, I'm DJ Bennett.
And I'm Steve Fundaro. You stay classy, stay college.